right, we are back. We are back. I have sent the link. I have sent the link for the talk back. So let's give this a moment here. And while we're giving it a moment, let me sing you a song. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender all. I have sent you the talkback link, Pastor Ben, if that's you. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender all. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're having our talk back. We just had a quick discussion. This is part two. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender all. Let's hope this adds you. All right, we are back. We have been talking about the unprovoked attacks on Black people and Black community. Part one, I showed you a video of Amagakins coming on to Tennessee State University campus to harass and try to ethnically and racially intimidate Black students on an HBCU campus. The campus police were called and they were escorted off of the campus because they had no business being on the campus. The second incident I showed you was at a Bethel AME church. I'm not sure of the location, but a MAGAkin showed up, quote unquote, protesting and wanting to enter into a Black church to, quote unquote, protest their reaction, which they have the freedom to have over their cult leader, Kirk, who is no longer here. Pastor Ben, what are your thoughts?
Mm.
Well, we knew it was
Well,
coming.
we knew it was
Yes,
coming.
we've been warning and telling and telling and warning and
Uh,
warning and telling.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
and
it's wrong.
it's wrong.
Mhm.
We know it's wrong.
We know.
It's right,
You're breaking up just a little bit.
but we are the violent people.
Yeah,
Let me
we
let me
know
see if I can
the whole
pull it out.
idea and notion that we are the ones doing something wrong, but yet they are the ones being provocative is an issue.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And then when
And
we
and
defend
then when we
ourselves,
defend ourselves,
we're wrong.
we're wrong.
Yeah, well, we're not wrong anymore because when you come into a space and you are trying to provoke a reaction out of people, um, there's going to be an issue. Very simple.
Hmm.
Hmm.
There's going to be an issue.
Listen, there are
Listen,
there are many
there
churches
are
that I
many
know
churches
of.
that I know of.
They have
They have
armed
armed
guards.
guards.
Mm-hmm.
Many of
Many
them,
of them
they
are,
have
they have
police
police
officers.
officers.
They
They
have
have
FBI.
FBI. Some
They
have
have
some
some
CIA
CIA
in
in
their
their
congregations,
congregations.
and some
Some
have
have
trained
trained
some of the
some of the
members
members
as a
as a
security
security
team
team,
that are licensed
licensed
carriers
carriers,
to
to
protect them.
protect them.
So
So
you can
you
do
can do
all of
all of
those
those
above
above
things.
things.
If you don't
If you
have
don't
an
have an
officer,
officer,
you
you
really don't
really
have to
don't have
have
to
an
have an
officer.
officer.
At least
At
not here
least
in
not here in
Florida.
Florida.
All you need
All
is
you need is
somebody with a
somebody with a
firearm.
firearm.
Because
Because
now that
now
they've
that they've
lifted
lifted
the
the
need to be
need to be
licensed to
licensed to
carry one
carry
on
one
your
on your
person,
person,
Mm-hmm.
they don't even
they
have
don't
to
even
be
have to be
licensed now.
licensed now.
They could just a
Just a
parachuter
parachuter
carrying a
carrying
gun.
a gun.
And now that they're going to open carry, which means you can openly carry any weapon.
Mm-hmm.
See, now, there's a connection here. Who walks out in the open with a AR-15, a shotgun, and all those other things? It ain't us.
Right. They want to make it very easy and accessible and legal to try to carry out ethnic intimidation. We know what it is. We know
But
what it
here's the other
is.
side of that, though. You've made that law now
Mm-hmm.
here in Florida, so that means blacks can carry
Mm-hmm.
the same way. Now, here's the problem with that. We're already being profiled.
Mm-hmm.
They see one of us walking down the street with an AR-15 across our shoulders. You can't tell me that they're not going to stop us when they're not supposed to.
Well, not only is there not is there are they well not only might they stop you, but they might attempt to shoot you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a reality for the America with three Ks
Hmm.
that we live in. So that is a risk that you're taking. If you're choosing to go the open carry route, that is a risk that you're taking. But this is also why I said, I know some people are hesitant to want to go the gun route, but there are other weapons. There are other weapons. You don't necessarily have to go the gun route, but I think that at this point, everybody should have something on them to defend themselves
Hmm.
because that's where we are in this country. See, in January, black people told you that we were sitting it out, that we're not with the foolishness, that we're going to drink water and mind our business, that we're going to do line dances. And that wasn't enough for a lot of people because they want to try to provoke us into an action so that they could declare martial law or whatever. But the reality is, we're already in a martial law space. Most people don't seem to
Hmm.
recognize that. We're already
Hmm.
in that kind of space, state to state, with the deployment of the National Guard troops. So we
Yes.
are so we are in this pseudo semi martial law state already.
Yeah.
So black people said, we're
Those.
going to mind our business. We're not bothering you all. Leave us alone. We're going to build our community. We're going to nurture each other. We're going to love on each other. We're going to care for each other. And the Neanderthals said, nah, nah, nah. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want to pull
Hmm.
on the energy of the Confederates. We want to pull on the energy of evil. We want to pull on the energy of inequality. We want to pull on the energy of anti-blackness. So when black people start pulling on Nat Turner energy and John Brown energy and Harriet Tubman energy and Denmark Vesey energy, just remember we told y'all to leave us alone. That's all. Just remember that we wanted peace, but you didn't want peace.
Hmm.
Just remember that. I just want people to remember this time in history. We're marking it. When black people were living in peace, minding their business, going to their own schools that they had to create for themselves, going to their own sacred spaces, again, that they had to create for themselves because they weren't allowed in white worship spaces. And in some places they tried to join, they kicked them out. So they started their own congregations. And now you want to take that evil energy into the spaces we created for ourselves. So again, this is not about your so-called superiority, because superior people, right, don't chase behind who they think is inferior and
Right.
want to interact with them. So this cannot be about that. The fact that you are obsessed with coming into spaces that you claim are inferior, right? That's what y'all claim.
Hmm.
Why are you so obsessed with coming into a space that you claim is inferior to bother people? I mean, didn't you say you want to have your ethno state? Didn't you say you want to be separate? So if you want to be separate, make it make sense that you are on the campus that is an HBCU. You said you wanted to be separate. Make it make sense that you now want to barge into a sacred space for black people. That doesn't make sense.
What is it
What is
that
it
they
that
do that
they do
makes
that makes
sense?
sense?
I'm like, Lord, these children is hooked on phonics.
They're hooked
They're
on
hooked on
something.
something.
What in the entire world? Listen, I don't go searching for people I don't like.
Me either.
Me either.
I don't go try to hang out with people I that don't like me. If I say I don't like someone, I don't go and try to monitor everything they're doing.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
it doesn't make sense, even to their own logic and reasoning. And good morning to those of you who are coming in. John, I know you trying to be funny, John. I know you trying to be funny. Hmm. Let me help you out of my space, John. All right. So again, I didn't want to take too long today. I have meetings I have to go to. But give me your final thoughts.
Well, you did
Well,
a
you
great
did a
job
great
today.
job
This is
today.
something
It's
that needed
something
to
that
be
needed to be
discussed,
discussed,
and we
and
need to
we
be
need to be
careful.
careful.
We need to
We
be
need to be
alert.
alert.
There,
There,
right here in
right here in
Florida, it
Florida, it
was
was
last year,
last
I
year, I
think it
think it
was,
was,
or the
or
year
the year
before.
before.
We
We
had
had
sheriffs
sheriffs
and
and judges
judges
Mm,
telling us to arm ourselves,
okay.
get trained, get
get
licensed,
licensed
Mm-hmm.
because there were
because there
going to
were
be
going to be
things
things
coming
coming
that they were
that they
not
were
going to
not
be.
going to be.
It's not
It's
going to
not
be
going to be
enough of
enough
them
of
to
them to
help.
help.
See,
See,
you're
you're
your
your
own
own
first
first
responder.
responder.
Mm-hmm.
Police
Police
usually get
usually
there
get there
after
after
everything is
everything is
done
done
and
and
over.
over.
So arm
Arm
yourself. As
yourself. As
Shantae
Shantae
said, there's
said, there's
pepper
pepper
spray,
spray,
there's
there's
tasers.
tasers.
If you don't
If
want
you
to
don't
do a
want to do a
380
380
or a
or a
9,
9,
you can use
you can
those
use
things.
those things.
I prefer the
I prefer
9
the
though.
9 though.
Because if I got
If I
5 or
got
6
five
of
or
them
six
coming
of
at
them
me,
coming at me,
listen,
listen,
I got a
I got a
magazine with
magazine with
15
15
rounds
rounds
and know how to
and know how
use
to
it.
use it.
See,
Yeah.
so
So
I don't
I
want
don't
to.
want to.
I've had
I've had
situations where I
situations where
could
I
have
could have
legally,
legally,
Mm-hmm.
but
but
I
I
diffused the
defused the
situation,
situation,
which is what people that don't want to
people
hurt
that don't
people
want to
do.
hurt people do.
But when you're
When
running
you're running
behind
behind
people,
people,
going into
going
their
into their
spaces,
spaces,
trying to
trying to
provoke them,
provoke them,
trying to
trying
start
to
a war
start a
that you
war that
really
you
don't
really don't
want.
want.
You think you
You
do,
think
but
you
you
do,
really
but you
don't
really
want
don't
that.
want that.
Let me tell you something. This is not going to be their great grandfather's war.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Okay? I'm just saying. Some people are fed up. So I'm going to just put that out there. And I'm also going to say the people that you think are not carrying just might be carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know why some people think that, it's only the far right that believes in the 2A. Um, that's all I'm going to say.
They've
They've
been
been
brainwashed.
brainwashed.
That's all I'm going to say. Um, Everybody ain't a part of the NRA, but they still carry. Okay. I,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's not a part that carries. That's an association. That's something you join if you desire to join to let people know that you are a two-ayer. But there are a lot of people who carry, they're not a part of the NRA. So if you're going by that number or by those constituents as to how many people are carrying, you're definitely underestimating. Okay?
And I want to
And I
say
want to say
this:
this:
the
the
NRA
NRA
is not the
is
only
not the only
organization.
organization.
Correct.
Many
Many
black people
black
are
people
part of
are
other
part of other
organizations.
organizations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
And
just let
So
me
and
put
just
they
let
that
me
out
put that
there.
out there.
and they're well known because of the power of their lobby. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're well known because of the power of their congressional lobby. But yes, there are other organizations. There are black paramilitary groups. That's another one. Don't get
Mm-hmm.
it twisted. Your paramilitary groups aren't the only ones. Okay? So I just want everybody to be clear about what is happening. Be aware, be alert, protect your family, protect yourself, educate your children. If you got children away at college, you need to be making a phone call today, having a direct conversation with them and saying, "Hey, these are the things that are happening. If you see this going on your campus, here's your plan. Here's our family plan. Here's what you need to do." All right. This has been another episode of Daring Dialogues, and I've been your host today, Shantae Charles. If you missed part one is going to process, so you'll probably see it pop up tomorrow. You can check out part one where we showed the videos, and we still have people coming into our space. Oh, and that's the last thing. YouTube has now allowed the alt right and all of those pseudo supremacists podcasters to return to YouTube. So you're going to see a lot more of that kind of energy, the X energy coming back into YouTube spaces. We're not going to entertain you. We're just going to block you. Okay? We reserve the right for our energy to be used for the upliftment of black people and all of humanity. So saying stuff to me doesn't bother me. Um, yeah, I'm from the hood. I've heard worse. So we're just gonna block you, okay? This has been another episode of Daring Dialogues, and I've been your host today, Shantae Charles. I want to thank you for your time and attention. Remember, light is the most daring opposition to darkness, so continue to go out and be light. Take care, everyone. Be well, and most importantly, be